Actually, you know, what would be another good one? Be like Metal Gear Solid or like some Metal Gear. That would be like, especially with like the Gray Fox as the Cyber Ninja.
That would be really
that would be so good.
For sure.
That would be really good. And that would be like, I think, very, very doable. You know, it wouldn't even be like far-fetched either.
Here he is. I'm gonna ask him the same question.
What's up?
If you could pick one video game to transfer to the big screen, what would you choose?
Oh, that's a good one. Man, so first of all, I really wish they had done Halo right, but they fucked it from the first episode. So
I know. I know. It was such a letdown.
So bad. Based on games I've played, I'd really like to see a live action Red Dead.
Oh yeah,
that's a good one.
That's a great idea.
Because that game's story was like as good as it gets. I think it'd be great in live action.
That's a great one.
I like the horror, like thriller stuff, like also like Dead Space.
Oh, Dead Space is good.
Dude, that would be terrifying in a movie. That would be so good.
We need more sci-fi horror movies.
Yeah.
Like Deep Space. Did you guys ever see Event Horizon?
Dude, that is one of my favorite movies, and it's so undervalued and just underrated.
Agreed.
It was ahead of its time. I mean, that movie was twisted. That is such a good movie.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Life?
Yes.
And the ending of that movie, like, still fucks me up to this day because I'll be like laying in bed and I'm like, wow, tumbling through space in a capsule, spinning like that must fucking suck. And I'm just like, wow, that's absolutely terrible.
Yeah. Okay. So we really look like the Power Rangers now. Except I should probably switch with Mike.
We got to trade some colors.
Yeah.
Do you ever think, like, at any point during thinking up and filming that show, they were like, should the Black Ranger really be dressed in black?
Yes. I think they exactly thought of that.
No, and wasn't the Asian girl yellow too?
The Yellow Ranger was Asian. And of course, like the prissy blonde white girl was like the Pink Ranger, you know?
Yep. And they made the Black Ranger, he was the dancer.
Yep.
It was always
That's right.
But I don't even care. I love the Power Rangers beyond belief.
The Green Ranger is so badass.
Tommy, yeah.
Especially when he was like bad at first, and for like I think it was like 3 or 4 episodes, it was just him beating the shit out of all the Power Rangers.
Green with evil, baby.
Crashes into the Megazord and was like, "What's up, bitches?" and just starts beating off on everyone.
Green with evil. I have them on VHS at my parents' house.
Yeah, it's so fucking good. That's awesome.
So how was your guys' weekends?
Good. We were Ash and I were in New Jersey yesterday. We drove down on Friday. We had an event to work at one of my accounts. It's like their 8-year anniversary event. We took Athena there, so she was out with around everyone all day, which was awesome. A bunch of other dogs that were there too.
Nice.
When we drove home Saturday night. And then today we've been kind of doing like a lazy day. We're gonna do some stuff next weekend for the 4th. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Mike?
That was good. Our weekend's usually quiet. Saturday, my son golfs, and then we kind of just hang out by the pool. And then today's a training day for me, so trained and just been hanging out.
Hell yeah.
Watching the World Cup.
And, Ash and I have been watching the Dutton Ranch today. We started watching that. It's so good so far. So
wait, I'm not familiar.
It's like it's like the
spin-off Yellowstone.
Got you. I never watched that either.
That's worth the watch. Not many shows these days are worth the watch, but Yellowstone was good.
Yeah, I actually did not watch Yellowstone. We're just watching Dutton Ranch.
Oh, really?
And, yeah. And then we also watched the Lestat vampire show on AMC.
What is it?
It's the vampire Lestat. Like it's like they redid the whole Interview with the Vampire as a series. And then this is like after the interview with the vampire.
Okay.
And the guy that plays Lestat is phenomenal. Wicked good. So
have to give it a watch.
I will say this: so there is a lot of guy on guy stuff that happens in this series. It does,
of course, there is.
Yeah, but
vampires.
But that's true to the Anne Rice novels. Lestat was extremely bisexual, and he kind of just swung both ways. So it's very true to the actual book.
Okay, so you can have that one.
Okay. So yesterday I had a bad day. I was just annoyed at the world. And I haven't gotten into physical altercation with another man since I was probably 23. I didn't yesterday.
Okay.
I didn't yesterday.
Come close.
So we were leaving the gym. This guy cut Shay off in traffic. She was driving. And then he proceeded to give the finger to her as he drove ahead. So I gave the finger back and she drove ahead of him. And then I put my arm out the window, meet next parking lot, that type of pull into the parking lot. And obviously he refused to, which is a good thing because I'm a grown adult and I don't need to be fighting. But you just have, you have that itch, like you just, some of those days it's just like, oh yeah. If I was going to, today's the day. Like, let's just do it. Let's make it happen. Let's slug it out for 5 minutes. Then we'll shake hands and go about our day. But like, fuck, bro. Like, let's make this happen. Pull into the parking lot. Let's make this fucking happen.
Let's go at it like real men.
100%.
Come on, put up
for
your
sure. Yeah, that's how I felt yesterday. But everybody likes to give the finger. Nobody likes to make anything actually happen. So,
right. Well, congrats on
I
making.
always get shit thrown at my car or something. Like someone always throws shit. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
See, I wouldn't deal well with anybody throwing something at my vehicle.
No.
So Ranson's wearing gray, so he's dressed as like one of the putties.
Power Rangers.
Oh, Power Rangers.
Get him.
Got it.
Get him. There he is.
How's your weekend, Ranson?
Dude, my weekend's been fucking awesome. Me and my wife went away yesterday, so we just took like one night. We went about like 2 hours away to Gatlinburg. We haven't had a night without kids in over 6 years.
Wow.
Yes. Literally, we haven't had a night with, just us doing anything pretty much since Fiona was conceived. So it's been over 6 years. So it was really nice. It was just one night, but dude, it was so good. Went to Gatlinburg, walked around for a bit, went and ate, at a nice steakhouse, just fucking relax, had a little place with like a hot tub and stuff. Like it was good.
That's
awesome.
Really good. You need that time, man. I mean,
absolutely.
So many people fall into like the kids being their world and forget that like this all started with you and your spouse.
Yes.
It's so important to make sure that I don't care what anybody says, that needs to be the primary relationship or else everything else falls apart.
Oh, 100% agree. And it can be really hard to make that happen sometimes.
100%.
Like, for us, the big thing is, having, someone to watch the kids or anything else. Plus, our kids are just, they're super attached to us. And, they're finally at the age though now where like, it's okay. They can be more so like, having someone come over and watch them and be good. So we've already talked about like, after this, we were like, we're definitely going to be doing more of this. Because dude, it was so nice.
Good.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's very cool.
Real happy for you, man. It sounds awesome,
man. Yeah. How you fellas been doing?
Good.
Yeah.
It's been a pretty non-eventful weekend, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Yep. Shay goes to Universe. We drive down on Wednesday.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What's that drive for y'all?
It's about 6-ish hours.
Oh, that's
damn!
It's usually 6 hours, but driving through Mass and Connecticut, it probably will take like 8.5 hours.
Yeah, you got to time that right.
Traffic shitty through there.
Always.
I'd just go like through like Western Mass and then go
Upstate
from
New York and down,
go
yeah.
from New York and just go all the way down to New Jersey. Avoid like the George Washington Bridge. Avoid the Tappan Zee Bridge.
That's probably a call.
Yeah, it's a little bit more like actual miles traveled, but
Yeah.
because I was in, like I said, when I was in Jersey, and that's the way I always go.
Yep.
And it's more miles, but it's always faster.
I don't mind driving more miles if it's less construction and car backups and all that jazz.
Yeah.
That will make me rage the fuck out. You know, when it gets really bad, Shay gets really quiet in the car. Like when I see those red lines on the
Ashland does too.
Yep. And I'll just be seething, sitting there in the driver's seat, seething mad, cussing under my breath, fucking. And then everything catches strays, right? I'll be like, I fucking hate bodybuilding. We fucking drive down. Like everything.
Mike, it's so funny how much you and I are alike, because that's like what I do. And then when I start going off on tangents where I'm just like, I hate this fucking road or whatever, like whatever, anything, she'll just be like, all right, come on, shut up now. Seriously. Yeah. That's what it sends her over the edge. She's usually quiet up until I start going off the deep end on other ways.
Yep. Oh, it's so true. So we're gonna get a very early start on Wednesday just to like get down there. Ideally,
what day does she compete?
Thursday.
Yeah. That shows. How long is that? Is that show 3 days?
It's 3 days now, and it's masters and all that.
Yeah.
So long show, long days.
Well, I think it's every class too, right?
Yeah.
I think it's North Americans. It's like a 5-day show now.
Yeah, they have so many master's classes and stuff. I think they do.
That's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
I think I go on stage on a Thursday for North American.
That's how it was for me last year. Yeah. It was a Thursday, and they had so many masters people. Like, dude, like I was only like a mile away, or maybe even less than that from the venue where we stayed. So it literally took me 5 minutes to get there, and like there's so much master stuff. I literally got there as they were calling, heavies to get lined up and go backstage. Like, so I didn't really even pump up, but like they had us in a hallway to be able to pump up. And like, once you were out of that hallway, you couldn't bring any bands or anything there. And then we sat backstage for like 20 minutes.
Of course.
So, yeah.
It's so funny the difference between amateur and pro shows. Like amateur pro shows is like a fucking run by the military, and pro shows like do whatever as long as you fucking get on stage on time. Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, it's so true. Everybody's so much nicer.
Yeah,
it's
way more laid back.
Mm-hmm. So should we talk about AI and what it's?
Oh my god, dude!
God,
so I definitely want to talk about it because his most recent post that just popped up is insanity.
I didn't see it.
Hold on. I'm going to bring it up right now.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's
insane. So for those that aren't aware, if you're not in the bodybuilding space, someone who's generally considered a good coach, has coached Olympians, including Justin Compton, decided to, according to his words, run a social experiment, lie to everybody, by posting an AI transformation of a fat, way out of shape, not bodybuilding physique into what looks like the best classic physique we've ever seen on stage.
Mm-hmm.
And wait, he deleted the original?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
All right.
The one he put up today is even more AI than the original one he put up.
Yeah.
Insane.
Exactly. All right, it's coming up here in a second. Why isn't it letting me share Instagram? There it is.
There we go.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
so the top picture is what he posted originally, and then he got called out, and then he defended it for like 3 or 4 videos, and then I think all he did was type into an AI platform, how do I save this? Spit this shit out.
That had to be what he did.
Yeah,
For
There's
sure.
no way. There's no way. And
No
to say
way.
it's a social experiment to see what people do, fuck.
yeah.
off.
So I lied to people, and they knew I was lying, and they're bad people because they knew I was lying. But the people who defended me blindly are good people. That's the takeaway from the best takeaway you could
Yes.
possibly get from this post.
Like,
Yes.
dude, the fact is, Falk hasn't put anyone on stage worth of shit since Aaron Clark.
Right.
Yeah. So I have no PhD, but this is textbook narcissism and
Narcissism.
A sociopath. Like
Yes.
this is crazy.
The
like-
people who defended me are right, and everyone who knew I was lying is wrong. That is narcissism.
Is he fucking retarded?
Yes.
I mean,
Apparently.
I mean, it's not even sociopathic or vanity or whatever. He's just some stupid shit. Like he's probably sitting there. He thinks he's so slick right now. Like he's pulling the wool over our eyes. Like, come on.
How about that other fucking picture you put in the chat, or so that like of him like lifting? That's fucking clearly AI as well.
Let's go find it.
yeah.
Like
Putting
him
that on
deadlifting. That is not an actual fucking photo.
Where was it?
Hold on, it was sitting in the group chat. He may have been something he took down already.
Yeah, it must have been on his story.
Yeah, we can't bring
Yeah.
up the group chat for you guys watching. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry, everybody.
Only the feds get that one.
That's right.
Hi, Mr. FBI guy.
Man, the sad thing is like I wish this were just something like isolated, but
Mhm.
reality is just more proof of AI destroying this industry.
Mhm.
And like,
Oh, we talking about Fahkri?
Yeah.
Fuckery.
Fuckery.
Do it right out of the
Fuckery
gate.
Mubarak.
Coming in hot.
But like this is like peak like boomer activities, right? Like this is what this generation is going to like lose their lives to is this AI bullshit.
Mhm.
And what's crazy is like I think most of us before this would have considered Fahkri a good coach. Like he's done some good work. He's probably slowing down, which is why this is even a thing in the first place.
Yeah.
But like at some point, like this road runs out. You guys can't stay relevant forever. Like, how do you expect to be a peak relevant bodybuilding coach? And what is he's got to be 50 or 60, right? Like
Something like that.
time runs out, man. And I wish you'd all just like gracefully let go and maybe have something else to do instead of trying to do this shit. But I guess that's all you got.
What's crazy to me is that like the original post, everybody who's on Instagram is pretty proficient with technology. To post that in thinking like, all right, like people are gonna think this is legit, to not have an athlete tagged, the bullshit in the background of bodybuilding.com sponsoring the like. It's wild to me that he actually posted it and thought he was going to sell this.
Yes.
That's insanity to me.
Yep.
I don't know, man. Maybe at some point, like there should be an age limit to use AI apps like Gemini. It's like, no, you're over the age of 55. You cannot. You do not have access to this app.
You know, it's gotten so bad now that even when it's just playful AI shit, like I think it was Jay that posted an AI video or AI image of him as a World Cup player, I just hate it all. I don't want to see fucking any of it. I don't care how nice and cute and cool it is. Like, I just don't want to see it anymore.
Dude, here's the thing I see happening. I was actually talking to my wife about this, and like, because I'm already seeing it some. There's actually popping up more and more like AI accounts of like that people have created that like are doing coaching or whatever, influencing stuff, and a lot of people have no idea it's AI. And some of them are really good to where like it's kind of hard to tell, but then all of a sudden you're like, oh no, that's definitely, you see something like that's fucking AI. I may be wrong on this, but I almost completely see like all these people who are influencing stuff now, like who are being influencers, out of their fucking jobs being influencers here in the next 5 years, and AI takes over all of it.
Yep.
Do I take that trade or not? Let me think about that.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a good
I
question.
mean, half their shit's AI now anyway. Anytime
I
you
know.
look at a caption and it's longer than 3 sentences, I automatically
Good
assume
Lord.
it's AI, and you have to convince me it's not.
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
I've heard you guys speak out loud, and you don't talk like that. So justify that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'll take the influencers over AI.
Fuck all of it.
Yeah.
I can only hope
Honestly.
that like it coming on this strong just leads people to just lose their taste for it all. Influencers, AI, all of it, and we can go back to what we had before social media took over, when like the guys
Yeah.
who performed the best got the recognition.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I think that's
Sure.
all any of
Yeah.
us want.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely, man.
I got a homie that falls for these AI girls every day.
Seriously?
Terrible.
For sure. He
Uh,
sends this other group chat that I got, and he'll send this hot girl, and he'll be like, "Bro,
It's not
that's
real.
she's AI for sure."
she's
Yeah,
not
it's
real.
in my DMs.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
funny.
Good Lord.
Which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Brendan, what's up with you? How's your weekend going?
Good. Hold on, the cat turned down the volume.
Oh, what a good
No, good. Good. Just like ran through a quick upper day before I got on.
How's the shoulder feeling?
No pain at all. Like
Hell
it's,
yeah.
That's good.
it's wild. And it was good because like last week I put up 150s on incline press
Damn, dude, you move
With-
fast.
with no fucking issue, no pain at all. The only issue was like bringing the weight up closer to my chest, and then like Eric had to like push it up. But other than that, and it was more like the range of motion, because like once I got it up and I started pressing it,
Yeah.
even in the deep stretch, nothing. I was like, this is a good sign. So
Oh, yeah.
Visually, it's all good to go too. Like no
yeah, Chris said there's like and I sent him check-in photos. He's like, there's like no disparity at this point. I'll send you guys check-in photos after the
can't ask
podcast.
much
and
more
it's
than
just-
that, man. That's awesome.
No, dude, especially like going under the knife in mid-February and everything's like cranking at full cylinders already. That's
Yeah, 4 months later, that's nuts.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So
Awesome, man. Glad to hear it.
yeah, I'm happy.
So we did have a show this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And
Here we go. Now, let me hear it.
no,
Let
I'm
me
not.
fucking hear it. Come on.
No,
The bet is
And-
off. He didn't compete all week. All this is banter. That's it.
that's right. That's right. No,
But me and Brendan would have won.
Edward-
It's okay.
High technicality.
Edward Ali.
Dude, you look good.
I don't know how to say his last name. I'm sorry. Carbgo, something like that. I'm gonna check
Is the
really
D
quick.
before the
We'll
G?
go with it.
I'm
Dude.
not sure. Edward.
His back
knows,
double.
man?
His
Card-
back
card.
double.
Yeah.
With how
mean-
small his waist is. Wow.
All of his poses
Crazy.
are pretty nutty.
Mm-hmm.
It looked really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
And
was
Mike,
way
you
more
actually shared.
conditioned than what he was before.
Mike, you shared a
Yeah.
picture that was pretty shocking to me that I had never noticed with Bonac in his front
Yeah.
relax. The
Yeah, try to pull that up.
he has a
'Cause-
gap in his
Yeah.
right lat.
Yep.
And did
Well,
you
so
see?
first-
Did you see what I sent like 30 minutes ago? Like 40 minutes ago?
And his
It
tricep
was-
on the right side too.
It was
Mhm.
it was a tie.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
It
Oh,
was 9 to 9.
yes.
Yeah, it was 9-9.
Wait, tie between who? Bonac and
Ali.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
Bonac
they-
won prejudging and Cargo won finals.
Yeah. Yeah. It was literally a complete swap of scores.
So before we go
prejudging
into the
finals.
Bonac thing, let's just look at the photos, right? Like I was probably going to be pretty upset if they gave this to Bonac, because I think
You can see it.
Edward Ali, whatever his name, whatever
Yeah,
his preferred name is, he's just better, right? Like all these
Yeah.
poses are just better.
Well, you look at everything too. I mean, look at Bonac's legs. His right and left leg, big disparity in size there.
yep, yeah.
Like you see his quad difference is pretty significant.
Yeah, and if you go back to that front double, Mike, go back to the front double. Look at the lat. Look at the left lat. Look at the right lat.
And
There's
then
not
look
disparity there?
at
Yes,
the
there
right and
is.
left triceps.
Yeah, I was going to say the
Yeah.
triceps was the other one.
Yeah. Over here, side chest. I mean, the tough part for Bonac here is like all of Bonac's strongest parts, Ali matches.
Yeah.
Like Bonac has
Yes,
crazy
Very
arms.
well.
These are crazy arms.
Mm-hmm.
And if Bonac isn't winning back poses, I don't think he's winning any show.
No.
Yep.
I agree.
See, his back doesn't look as different there.
Right. But you can see, remember, we were talking in the group chat. You can see that this left lat no longer comes around the teres anymore,
Yeah.
which is why I think it's a tear and not something else. Now, it could be nerve damage, could be something else going on, but typically you wouldn't see the portion of a muscle along the length of the fibers go dead. You would see a portion, like in a lat, it'd be a vertical portion would go dead, right? Not a horizontal portion. So I think it's a tear, but I mean, I think this is a pretty handy win, and I think it certainly shakes up what's going to happen at the O this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Most definitely.
Where do you guys see a guy like Edward or Ali? I'm not
Top
sure
10.
which one's first.
Top 10.
Top 10?
I think you can crack the top 10. I think maybe
As long
this
as-
year. Go ahead,
As
Brandon.
long as he comes in good condition, because that was his problem the last time he competed. His condition just wasn't quite there. As long as his condition's solid, he'll easily be top 10, I think.
Where is the front relaxed?
Yeah, that.
Is it gone? Where did it go?
I'm trying to remember.
The
Like,
relaxed one was in the group chat, but I don't remember seeing it out anywhere else unless it was removed or something.
I'll look in the group. I'll look in our group chat and let you know
Yeah.
what page it was on.
and then yes, we had Bonac in second, Jordan in third, and then was it Daniel Goss in fourth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think this dude, or actually, let's start with Jordan. Let's hear it.
No, well, so
His back
We-
needs work still.
we have this banter in the group chat, and this is us comparing the best of the best in the world, right? Like we're talking about an Olympia level bodybuilder. This is no shade. Jordan is fucking fantastic. We're just talking about when the best of the best has to go up against the best of the best. And like Ranson said, I think that back still needs some density. Those arms are they're better. They're not great. They're not bad. They're good. And I think Jordan just genetically has a slightly wider waist, which just, when you're in those front poses, they're good front poses. You lose a little bit of that crazy taper that some other guys might have.
Yeah.
So, Mike, it was co.David Gamboya.
Okay, I'll find it.
And Boss of Outlaw was attached to it too.
Okay, I'll go find that. We'll look at it after we're done talking about the top five. But yeah. I mean, so I kind of relate to Jordan here a little bit because last year, one of the comments I got on my physique was the waist. And I could say from firsthand experience that, at least for me, food had a lot to do with it. I think if you go look at last year, Jordan's waist is probably significantly smaller. I think it was actually a strong point for him last year.
Well, I think even in some of the pictures I've seen of him leading up to, the show in the past, week
Couple
or two,
weeks.
he actually looked better. Like, and it looked tighter. I think maybe, I don't know if it was just the food selection they had over there in Italy, or if they just tried to feed him too much to get him like really full for the show.
That don't quote me on it, but the way they had been doing it over the last couple of weeks was McDonald's.
He's eating a lot.
Yeah, Chris
was
was saying that like he was
loading them up there.
He'd do McDonald's and then drop a lot of water.
Yeah.
After McDonald's, the podcast that Chris does with Andrew Barry, they were talking about it, and he was like, they're like, he's like, for some reason McDonald's helps people to just like drop water off, and it was working for Jordan, so they kept doing it. Don't know if they did it in Italy. But
I really think that's the sodium bomb you get from the food.
So
not
too.
that anything was anything
probably.
special in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all the fats too. Yeah.
But I mean, my point is that like, I think people are likely going to blow this out of proportion. This is by no means thinking that like Jordan's blown out and done. Like you can absolutely improve your waist. And at some point, even if it isn't about the food selection of the peak, like if you want to put on weight when you're already 260, 270, something's going to take a hit from the amount of food you need to eat to get there. Right. And I think based on what I've seen from their refeeds and stuff, that Jordan can eat. Right. And like, if you have to do that, if you have to do that to grow, like I did, like my waist got a little bit worse when I put on 10, 12 pounds into last year. I didn't have to do that this year. So I had the luxury of being more careful with food selection, being more careful with how much I ate, really fine tuning the stuff we use for peaking. And it works. Like you can absolutely make it better. So
I see Jordan being much improved next weekend in Portugal.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. Do we know who's competing there yet?
I don't know. I mean, I know Baruz, I think, was going to try and do that also if he's able to get a visa on that. Know, who knows where that's going to land? Because he'll definitely shade things up there if he's able to go do so. I wouldn't be surprised if Bonac and Ali to jump in.
Probably all these guys, to be honest, right? Because
why would you not?
Yeah, I mean, I think Tuttle's
if you're over there
so
in
his
Europe,
two guys are going.
Yeah, if you're over there in Europe, why would you not just do that show?
I think they're planned regardless of what happened. Like if Jordan won today, I think they were planned on doing Portugal next weekend anyway.
Yeah, which makes sense. And I mean, let's be real. Like Jordan's obviously an Olympic caliber athlete, but it does not get any easier coming back here for Tampa, Texas, Atlanta, right?
No,
you're signed up for Murderer's Row at that point. Like,
with Nick just deciding to kind of do everything there.
Nick,
the only
Joe,
shot he'd have is probably Atlanta.
Yeah,
who's doing Atlanta?
Regan.
I would expect
no, Atlanta's last, right?
I think it's between Texas and Tampa and Texas.
Yeah.
Mike, have you ever competed outside of the United States?
I have not. It's on my bucket list.
Yeah. I wonder, like, obviously Chris is there, but I think probably just, competing so far away from home, there has to be some mental aspect to that as well, right? Like, I think Jordan's look was very, very good regardless. But like, man, when you're out of your comfort zone, you're traveling that much, food's different, everything's different. I wouldn't be surprised if that plays a slight role. And I think he'll be better next week, just kind of being more okay.
Acclimated.
Acclimated to just being across seas, right?
Bro, I get frustrated when I can't even find like the same cuts of steak I get here.
Exactly.
So
that drives me nuts too. Yep.
Sure.
Yep.
Yep.
That one hit a nerve. Like whatever Mike said hit a nerve about the steak cuts.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's honestly the worst when you go to the grocery store and they don't have the specific brand or cut or whatever it might be of protein that you're looking for. Oh, here we go.
So this is the shot of Bonac we were talking about. You can see that missing right there.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, visual is not good. I mean, it looks the same way like a torn pec does, right? Like you lose the meat near the insertion.
I know you were saying that you were thinking it's a tear, but that's the same side as triceps fucked up on too.
Yeah, which is also something to consider.
So it might be a nerve thing. Yeah, also the same quad. So it could very well be a nerve impingement, or some nerve issues you got going on with all of that kind of going.
Which, if we're obviously speculating here, and none of this is any disrespect to Bonac. He's had a legendary career. I think he wins one more show and he ties Jay for pro wins. Like that's a serious milestone. Most people will never even sniff, right?
His longevity has been insane.
And he hasn't, aside from these things we're talking about now that are most noticeable in the last year or two, he didn't really get worse at all over that period, which is pretty rare. But it's obviously visible now. But my question is, like, we're seeing a lot of this. I think if it is nerve damage, you're starting to see a lot of it. You start to see it in people's calves and lower legs. You're seeing it in triceps. Like the tricep seems to be really common. And I'm really curious as to what it is, because it seems to be a problem for seasoned pros.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say I don't know what causes it, but from what I've seen that nerve damage, pinched nerves can do, that shit scares me more than tearing something.
Yeah.
To have
100%.
your career stop short because things stop firing is terrifying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder
Yeah,
if
I had actually
it's just chronic inflammation and stuff, or if it's just so much scar tissue built up. You know, maybe like you can only get so much body work done in a day. You know what I mean? Like, who knows if stuff's just all bound up in there,
Yeah, I don't.
or just wear and tear on the muscles and stuff from over the years. Just like putting mileage on a car.
Yeah, I mean, we all got an expiration date in this game, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's no avoiding it.
Yeah.
But the nerve thing for sure, Mike, I agree with you. I have a client that damaged a nerve in his tricep. It was almost 18 months ago. And his physique still isn't back to where it was. And he's only just now getting back to the same pressing and tricep extension strength that he had before it happened, which is like, and, you know, Jacoby's dealing with the same thing in his left leg, a little nerve damage from the operation that it's finally starting to come back. But those are the slowest injuries.
Yeah.
And completely justifiable if you're late in your career and you're like, fuck this. I'm not waiting 2 years to be the competitor I used to be before this happened. So
For sure.
it's rough.
I forget who was talking about it, and probably somebody smarter than me can tell the correlation, but somebody was saying GH abuse.
Yeah. So that's what I keep hearing. And there's only a couple ways that would happen. The first one would be like essentially carpal tunnel, but in whatever the damage is, like you're holding enough fluid in a compressed space that it pinches the nerve and you can no longer like fires for you. The other one, which you see in diabetics, is from blood sugar.
That's what I was gonna say. Blood sugar.
But if you're that far gone on the blood sugar side, are you still bodybuilding this way? I don't think so. Peaking somebody that way would be horrendously hard.
I don't buy the whole GH thing causing it, because personally, I know friends who I have some really good friends with powerlifting that have had nerve issues kind of the same way. My buddy's actually, it's been like 2 years now that he had like his tricep was like gone completely. It's finally now to where he can like press good again. He's actually going to do a meet later this year, but he's never used GH. Like never at all. And like literally he was like completely functioning fine. It's not like he, you know, had any kind of accident to where anything could cause it. Literally, he just like woke up one day and shit just was not firing, and all of a sudden was like, he's like really quick, the muscles started to fucking atrophy.
Well, did he ever go and get like his spine checked? Like this sounds like disc herniations that just aren't like you wouldn't feel anything, but shit just would stop working because sometimes it could be disc herniations.
No, he didn't have any herniated stuff going on. He just had a nerve that was just like fucked up.
The only other thing
age
GH related that is possible
might be it. Yeah.
Is GH, of course, causes pretty much all your tissue to grow, right? So we're all familiar with prolonged GH use, bigger hands, bigger feet. And I think if you look at Bonak's physique, you can see that there's some overgrowth in places, right? Like we can see the lumps and stuff here. So I'm not saying it is, but the only other factor I can think of with GH is like, are his bones or like, is his structure growing enough that it's pinching a nerve, which might make sense for like the whole side of his body having issues.
Actually, that would make sense.
That could be it.
I don't know.
I didn't even think about that part of it.
Yeah. We'll never know. I mean, there's never going to be any studies on this. We're not going to dissect any cadavers to find out, but it is interesting. And I think even if it's just a rumor, right? Like this needs to be a warning sign for guys that like, yes, we all have a time in this, but you can severely cut it short if you're stupid about how you abuse these drugs. GH is always like, oh no, it's benign, it's easy, you only gonna wear blood sugar, but I guarantee you blood sugar is not the only thing you need to worry about with GH.
Yeah, for sure.
Also too, I had to look this up just to make sure what I was going to say was right, which I was correct, but like too much GH at times can actually cause inflammation in the body, and it works against it. That's where it causes like a lot of like the tendons and ligaments to weaken. Can actually cause issues with the like growth receptors, where you become like GH resistant almost. So there's a lot of stuff that goes on, including like the inflammation and stuff in the joint area, which can impinge the nerves.
Interesting. On the topic of GH, nobody has to disclose any of their dosages or how they run it, but are you guys the same doses every day, regardless of training or non-training, or does anybody do the whole lower dose on a day, or split up a dose or anything like that?
So I'll chime in here first. I've done it to where I'll do a bolus dose at night, or I've had it to where I've split dosed it during the day. Personally, I would rather bolus dose it at night, when I have run it. And there's been times where I've done it to where I've taken GH like only on training days and done it not on my non-training days, not taking it at all.
Yeah.
I've actually felt better that way. I want to have like right now, I haven't had GH in my system since nationals. But that's, I think, but for me, it also depended on what dosage I was using.
100%.
I did find, and I've never gone above 6 units. And I've just used generics. It's not like I'm using anything else. I've never gone above 6. And I did find after 4, if I did it all at night, I was way too groggy and lethargic the next day.
Yeah.
It was like I slept great, but like I was the whole day I'd be in a fog and tired.
Yeah.
And that's when if I split it up
3
to doing like 4 and 2 or even 3 and 3, that kind of went away and fell off.
Yeah.
I know some people don't have that issue like at all. And I know some people who will take GH like during the day and like split dose like that and kind of have the same issue, but they do it all at night. They don't. So it may be person dependent. I really don't know like fully. For most people I know, like in what I've read personally, like as long as you get it in, you're fine.
Yeah. That's the most important part of any of this, right? Like the specifics will get you incrementally closer to optimal, but the key to all of this is just doing the same shit every single day, right? Like just get it in. As
consistent as you can be.
Right.
You don't have to be perfect, just as consistent as possible.
For sure.
So when we run it, I've always, after I get over 4 in theory, I start to split because I get the same sorts of things that Rance is talking about. So for me right now, we're doing 3, 3, and 3, 3 fasted, 3 at night. And I also have 3 post training. And I haven't experienced any of the grogginess. I don't experience much water retention with it. But the thing about GH is like, it's one of the things that you really need to fine tune to yourself, and you need to work on that with a coach, and it needs to make sense for what it is you're trying to achieve. And I think some of the issues we're starting to see are because nobody either comes off or reduces it. Right. So like when I come down into a health phase or something, or starting a growth phase, we're not pinned to the most I can tolerate. We're either cutting it back, right, in the health phase, and only upping it when we think we need it, the same way as you do with everything else in this game. But if we start to get to the point where kids are blasting it like they're blasting oils right now, like I think we're going to see a lot of these issues they're starting to see in the older cohort of pros become present for even moderately decent amateurs.
Yeah.
There's no free lunch in this game, right? Everything's got a drawback.
For sure. No, I agree. I definitely, the dose lowers, like I'm going into a health phase right now, and the dose is significantly lower, right? Like it's 3 IU a day. And I've taken that approach this off season that you do, Rance, is on my non-training days, I don't take it. And I think it's, once again, right? Like, do we have evidence that it makes a huge difference? Like, I'm not sure. I'm just going by
how you feel.
It's not, in my mind, it's not needed right now. Like, why do I need to be on 10 IU in a health phase when my food's somewhat minimal in comparison to what it is when I'm blasting, right? Like,
well, I like it off completely from time to time too. And just, like same thing, like even on a health phase, like I like to come off completely for a little while and just let my body just kind of go, decompress.
Yes.
I'll also say, does anybody else in health phase just love the fact that you don't have to pin in the same
Fuck
amount
yeah.
of volume?
Oh,
I
yes.
I have to set a
love it.
lot, like obviously in this push phase, like I have to set alarms in my fucking phone. Otherwise, I'm forgetting. I wake up the next day and I'm like, "Fuck, I forgot to do my shots." Like,
For
Dude,
sure.
I will get so lazy in a health phase that I will go sometimes a week and a half, 2 weeks without peeing at all. Like, not
you just
kidding.
completely
I'm just like,
forget.
not even forget, just be like, I'll do it tomorrow.
don't fucking want to.
It's like I just don't want
Yeah.
to. I'll be okay.
Yeah.
And not see it's either 2023 or 2024. I had it to where I was like, going the health phase ended up going like over like 6 months long. Just like I think there was most weeks I was averaging like 100 milligrams a week of tests I was taking.
Very healthy. You're very
Dude,
healthy.
I was just like, I was being lazy with everything. With that, like, it's just like, I don't feel like putting it in. I finally got blood work done, and it was like my test was at 200. I was like, okay, I might need to go to at least like 200 mgs a week and do that. But I mean, I was progressing in the gym, so I was like, yeah, fuck it. I mean, it's all right.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people would
off-season
benefit
and-
from coming off a bit
For
more
sure.
than they do, though. Man.
yeah, off season and prep, it's like you're a fucking pincushion. It's
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you definitely can be, depending on the amount of milligrams per mil you're
The
using.
amount and the esters, and
Yeah.
it gets real hairy there for a bit. But
Mhm.
I'm of firm belief that everybody benefits from some contrast between health and off season and prep, right? Like,
Agreed.
Absolutely.
you can't be redlining. It's the same thing as driving a car. You can't drive it redline for 8 hours, right? You can't
No.
do that. Your shit's gonna blow up. Your body's no different, and it'll start telling you, man, when it's time.
Oh, Lord,
And-
yes.
Stop
the
ignoring
moment,
that shit, dude.
the moment I don't want to pin it all anymore, I'm like, hey, I'm done.
Yeah.
Done.
Dude, and you see, I think there's too many people who are trying to push the limit on that in the off season. And
Yes.
like, use your food in your training. Try and get away with as little gears you can during your off
Absolutely.
seasons, because you can fucking grow in prep. I'm sorry anyone says you don't.
Oh yeah.
You're full of shit, because you definitely can. If you literally go food and training as your base during off season and get away with using, an as little as you need to in an off season to still make progress. But then that way, when it goes to prep, you can push that pedal of gear a little bit harder and you'll grow.
Right.
For sure.
100%.
So I want to come back to this when Luke gets on, because I don't remember if it was a post he had a couple weeks ago or a story. It kind of goes against this
Story.
philosophy of use as much as you can
Mhm.
with your blood work looking good. And I would like to compare and contrast these ideals with him when he jumps on.
There's a few people that have that mentality, and I've heard that from like guys that are like retired pros in the 50s or 60s that still preach that. I've seen guys like younger than Luke that say the same thing, and people kind of in between.
Yeah.
I'm kind of torn on that one myself.
Yeah.
Me too.
I think the difference with Luke, and obviously we'll talk about when he gets on, is like Luke is doing all the other things too, right? So like,
Yeah.
it's
Everything
just
right.
Big
Right.
time.
So you can justify it. He's young, trying to make a lot of progress really quick. So I get it. What's really grinds me here is that people want to use the drugs in place of the things Rance is talking about because it's easier. It is
Yes.
way easier
Oh, yeah.
to load up a pin 5 times, 6 times, 7 times a week than it is to train really fucking hard 5 days a week, than it is to stick to your diet 100%, all through your off season. Like, it's just easier to do it the other way. So that's the path it's going to take. And like, it's not as flashy either. Like, for whatever reason, we're obsessed with gear right now, right? Like, no one really wants to see you train anymore. They just want to know what your cycle is. No one cares what your high day looks like. They want to know what drugs you're taking. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that's going to come back around just the same way this AI shit and influencer shit hopefully does. But
I think it's an age thing too.
100%.
Because I mean, I don't know, I can't speak for y'all, but when I had first like started gear and stuff, I was more willing to push it and on that side way more than now. Now I'm just like, I really don't want to pin. Just I want to train and eat and do that. And it's like, I guess I got to do this part too.
Dude,
Like we've always talked about, though, it's like your food and your training are fucking 90% of what you're gonna look like.
Yeah.
It's just the fucking cold hard fact. So
Mhm.
if you eat a lot of food and you train your balls off, you're gonna be fucking bigger, and you sprinkle in shit and it's just the icing on the cake.
Dude, when I first started taking stuff, like my first few cycles, like I didn't take hardly anything because I was just terrified. Like I knew I was like blowing it out of proportion. Well, maybe not, but I think just being very mindful. I'm like, I don't want to use too much. I'm like, I don't want anything to happen. You know what I mean? And I was taking all the health sups and like doing all that shit. I was taking so much fish oil at one point, my liver enzymes went through the roof. So it was funny because I remember when we went into the doctor's and he was like, "You taking any orals?" And I was like, "No." And I'm like, "Why?" I'm like, "What's my blood work at?" And my liver enzymes were like pretty high. Like they're like the only time they're ever in triple digits. And I'm like talking like low 100s or whatever. And I'm like, I'm taking 10 grams of fish oil a day. And I'm like, that's probably what's throwing it off. So I literally cut because I was like terrified of like the heart stuff and cholesterol. So I was taking tons of fish oil, and then I cut that out down to like 2 grams a day. Went back on my blood work done like a month later, and then we're all back to normal. So
I bet your bank account was happy about that too.
Well, I mean, at the time I was working at GNC, so I was like getting them super cheap. So
nice, yeah. The GNC days.
Yes. Yeah.
Did anybody else here work at GNC ever? No.
I did work at a local supplement store that we had in the area in Charlotte. I worked there for like 5 years. Worked as a part-time job for a while. Worked there on the weekends, and then I transitioned into manager at one of the locations. That place has been. I think they have like 5 or 6 locations, and they've all been closed for like 10 years now.
Hell yeah!
And like I actually went like corporate level. Like I was a regional sales director for a little while.
At GNC
and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, brother, that what a job,
dude! It's like
that. Regional at GNC seems like hell to me. That's like I would rather do anything else in the world.
Well, before I came back as a regional, I left GNC for a little bit, and I was I was a district manager at Dollar Tree.
Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm not even joking. Like, so I had like 25 stores and like 1,300 employees that like worked underneath me. And like I like here's the thing, dude. Like I actually made really good money working for them at that level.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah. And I was like the youngest one in the entire company at that level, and I had a mohawk at the time. I'm walking in these
There's your
stores,
district manager.
like like I got my cooler on, carrying a gallon of water with a mohawk,
managing a bunch of old white women selling dollar items.
Yeah, pretty much. Like my first week there.
What a sight to see!
Oh man,
what a sight to see!
That's great.
Yeah, I came into one of the offices one time when the 2 girls working there were watching like me on YouTube, and one of them was like, "Why does he even work for this company?" It was like,
fair.
Yeah.
Hey, we all know now Lucas with the AI photos is gonna have like a Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree.
Lucas, make sure if you see this, you fucking 100% put him as a Dollar Tree manager shirt.
I remember one time I was doing a store walk with one of the managers, and there was this old woman in there shopping and just shit right on the floor. And
my lord!
I looked at the manager, go, "I'm not fucking cleaning that. You get that cleaned up."
Holy shit!
Yeah, bro. What's the worst jobs you guys ever had growing up, or in your early 20s?
Oh, worst job I ever had by far. There's a company in Charlotte called Red Ventures. They do inside sales for like other companies. So like when I started there, I was working like selling LifeLock there, and you had to fucking follow an exact script word for word, verbatim, up until a certain point. So it was like 10 minutes of you following the exact script, word for word. And if they like the person interrupted you at all, you would have to answer them a certain way and then get back to that same spot and keep going.
Are these cold calls?
So no, you're not cold calling them. There, it's all
Okay.
inbound stuff. Here's the thing that was fucked is you would get so many old people calling in trying to get a hold of like the customer service, but it would come to the sales side. And if that happened, it goes against your numbers for the day fucking anyway, because it got to you. Yes.
Fuck.
Yes. So you could literally be hit with one customer service call after another, after another, after another. Someone trying to get to customer service who's already a customer and like not make a single fucking sale. And then you would like, it'd be screwed. And they had it like in some sort of algorithm. So like if you were getting like calls and selling stuff, somehow that routed you to keep doing that. But if you were someone who's getting customer service calls, it kept routing you that way. And that was, I've never hated my life more than working there. Like I would, I knew it was really bad when I would go home and I would have dreams and nightmares about the job and like saying the whole script like in my sleep. And I'd wake up and like, I just worked all night in my sleep now too. Like, okay, it's time to fucking get rid of this place and quit. I was also in prep for nationals in 2016 at the time during that. And like you had, you know, like a lot of places, okay, you get like 2 15-minute breaks, 30-minute lunch, cool. Yeah. It was timed down to the second. You had to clock out on your computer for breaks. Breaks had to be approved. And it would count it down to the second. If you were a second over, you get written up. The other crappy thing, if you had to go to the bathroom, that went towards your break time.
Well, that's illegal. At least in Massachusetts it is.
Yeah.
So I got written up and actually terminated from that job for going over on break time because I had to go to the bathroom.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I had a buddy who worked Foot Locker that used to have to like, he used to stand at the front of the store in a mall to keep like groups of kids from just walking in and looking because they based your numbers off of the number of people that went into the store versus who actually bought something.
Oh. So they were rigging the KPIs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
it's also predatory, dude.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
I had two. So one, I didn't even end up getting the job. And I'll tell you why. It was just, I was at that point in life, like dropped out of college. Like I was working 3 jobs a day. Like I just, whatever came across in front of me, I was doing it. Yeah. So I was trying to get a third job. Looking on, I don't know at the time, like where were you looking at jobs? LinkedIn, Craigslist, just shit like that. I was just trying to find whatever.
Anything.
I saw a help wanted one or a position for Babies Are Us. No.
Dude, it's gonna be Chris with Dollar Tree and you have Babies Are Us. This is gonna be the best fucking AI.
And so they called me in, whatever. I walk into like where the, you know, all these prospect employees are going to be. I walk in and I'm not like giant at the time, but I'm still like a decently sized human. I walk in, bro, I shit you not. It's all like 30 and 40-year-old old white women. And they all stare down this long table at me. Like, what the fuck is going on? And like,
yeah, they see a fucking giant ass fucking jacked Barney walking in.
And so I thought I was like gonna get like a warehouse position. That's what I want. I just want like a warehouse position, something like inconspicuous. No, they wanted me to like work on the floor. And so we when we went on break, like for lunch or whatever it is in the interview, I just did not come back. I did not. This is crazy. I'm not gonna work here. And I did that. So I also, one of my third jobs was gonna be at Dunkin' Donuts, but it was like a Dunkin' Donuts in a gas station. And I went in for my first day there, and I'm telling you, it was so cramped back there. They had 3 people working. The manager office was like a 5x5 box, and it stunk so bad. And I just remember like standing there being like, I don't know what rock bottom is, but this fucking feels like rock. And the lady was like trying to be nice and like it was cool. And I was just like, in respect to anybody out there that works fast food, because I'm so happy that there are people out there that work that role. That's so important to our society. Like, good on you to go in there with a smiling face every day. Like, kudos to you. That's real fucking talk. But I was like, they were like, all right, so here's your 15-minute break. When you come back, we're going to start you on whatever. Just didn't fucking come back.
Mike's like,
I get the fuck out. Like, nah, I can't.
which one was first, Babies R Us or Dunkin' Donuts?
The Babies R Us was first. Yeah. What's up, Luke?
Yeah, Luke, what's your worst job? Worst job you ever had? Go.
Oh, bro, I worked at a sports authority, bro.
Oh, hell yeah.
While they were going out of business. Oh, bro. I was a summer job. It was a summer job. I was like 17, I think. And I worked, bro. I went in for an interview. You guys know what sports authority is, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And so they all wear like red, right? That's like the logo. I go in for an interview. It was like 2 questions, bro. 2 questions. I don't even remember what they were. They like basically just made sure I was like a functioning human being. And then breathe. Yeah. And then she's like, all right, you start tomorrow, wear a red shirt. I was like, that's it. So I come in a red shirt. I don't even have a sports authority logo. I'm just wearing a red shirt. So they just throw me out on the floor. Bro, because it was going out of business, everything was like 80% off clearance.
Yeah, they were trying to get
because they were trying to get rid of everything.
Yeah.
So like I didn't know where anything was, nothing. Even if I found like a box of something, like someone would ask for like, oh, do you have like these Adidas size 8? I'd find a box that said Adidas size 8. And in the box was a Nike and a fucking Reebok shoe. So I was just like, bro, this fucking blows. And then the 4th of July rolled around and I had plans and they tried to call me in. I was like, nah, I'm busy. Like, I'm not coming in. And they just canned me over the phone. They were just like, all right, you're fired. And I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm out.
I got to say one thing. Any retail job I've ever had, I've never worked a Black Friday. And they hate that shit.
Yeah, bro.
I refuse to work. I'd be like, nah, I'm not coming in. I'm not coming in at 1 a.m. and working till fucking 6 p.m. I'm not doing it.
Retail work is hard, bro.
Oh, dude. And I like how they're always like, oh, these are blackout months. You can't take a vacation. Fuck you. I'm going away for Christmas. I'm fucking outie.
Yeah. Anybody else? Terrible jobs?
My first job that I worked at, I was 16, and I worked at this place called Starland, which is like an amusement park with like go-karts and shit. I fucking hated it, dude.
That probably sucked. Yeah.
Dude, okay, first, I got run over by a Down syndrome kid on the go-karts.
There's the AI clip. There's the AI.
Oh, no. This is going to be so good.
So I had, not to mention, I'll like, this fucking place violated so many child labor laws, it wasn't even fucking funny. So I went in there, I'm 16 years old, and there was like a special needs school that came as like a fucking field day, like field trip. So it's like there's people that have like other mental disabilities, but there was a lot of Down syndrome kids, and we were short staffed that day, and it was just like in the middle of the fucking day on like a Wednesday or something.
They put them in a fucking car.
Dude, that's
crazy work, bro.
Worst idea ever.
I'm like, is this allowed? I don't mean to be rude. They're like, yeah, that's fine. So it's me and one other kid working the fucking go-kart track. And I'm like, they just run around, just run into each other. So I'm like sprinting across the thing, trying to yell at them.
No bumping.
We're trying to wrangle him in at the end when the ride's over. We're trying to wrangle him in. And I'm sitting there, I'm out on the track, and I'm like, all right, buddy, come this way. And he just looks at me and just smiles and just floors the gas right at me. And I had it down. I got fucking clipped by the leg, dude. I went into the tires on the side of the track.
Putting a bunch of retards in fucking vehicles is dangerous, bro.
Oh my god! Then there was like a water balloon fight thing I had at work when they changed my shift there. Like that, I just got fucking wet all day when I didn't want to be wet. And then there was another time they're like, "Oh hey, go out in the fucking woods and find golf balls from the driving range." So me and this kid were out in the fucking woods through briars and shit for like 3 hours. Luckily, he lived like on the other side, so we literally went back to his house and played video games and ate food. And then went back to work like 5 hours later with like 10 golf balls. And then they had one of those games where like you shoot the fucking balls at like the big tanks and shit. I have to go in there and pick up the balls and someone's trying to shoot me with the damn thing. So they're like, way to turn off the fucking guns. Oh, dude, that's the fucking worst. And I have to deal with shitheads my age being shitheads when I want to be a shithead. You know?
That's funny as hell.
Yeah, that's funny.
And you have any bad jobs?
So I went full time at UPS at 21, but before that, like there was, dude, I worked at McDonald's from like 14 to like 17, and they wanted me to like run the store, and they were gonna pay me like 80 grand to run the store once I graduated when I was fucking 18 years old.
Holy
And I'm like,
Damn,
I don't
bro.
know about running my life with fucking McDonald's. But like the store managers and like the district managers, they were at that time, like 20 years ago, dude, they were making fucking 6 digits. Like,
Yeah.
and they were
18 years old, bro. 80 grand is a shitload of money.
Especially
crazy.
back then,
Well, the
these
thing
little
was, is
shit-
I saw that, but the other thing is too, it's like I saw like the benefits and everything like that with going with UPS at 21. So I'm like, man,
Yeah.
I'll just stick with that. So the worst one I probably ever had, though, shit, I did it for 2 years. It was fucking awful. Plaster and pools,
Oh,
dude.
fuck
Wake
any
up at
sort
like
of fucking
4:30.
labor, bro. Not doing that.
4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, dude, like 10, 11 o'clock in like 10 or 11 o'clock, like late morning, fucking you're in like a pool plaster in it. It's over 100 degrees. You're getting
Sun just
fried. Oh,
cooking
dude,
you.
forget it.
Yeah.
I worked in
That
a
was one of the
I worked
worst
in
jobs.
warehouse at Sears before the warehouse, and I got to do that with like 2 of my best friends. So we just dicked around all day, but that sucked because that was when I was kind of like getting into lifting, and they're like, "Oh, Chris, you lift. Why don't you help carry this big fucking 4 model refrigerator and shove it in- try to put it in this guy's Altima?" Like,
Yeah.
I worked at this one manufacturing place one time. I lasted 2 days. This place that did like lighting, and I was put on an assembly line. And I was talking to one of the guys there, and he was like around my age, I think, like maybe a little bit older. And so I was like, you know, like, how long you been here? And he's like, oh, I've been here for like, 13 years, man. I'm like, wait, you've been on this line for 13 years? He's like, yeah. I'm like, and I'd literally been there for 15 minutes at that point. It's like, I'm going to fucking shoot myself by the end of the day. It's like, because like you didn't get breaks until like their specified break time. Like they didn't want you to go to the bathroom or anything. Because like, it's like, if you went away, like someone, the line would have to stop and that would halt production. It's like, it just, no. And I was like, good Lord, why have you stayed for this long? He's like, I don't know. I'm just like, I started doing it and just continue doing them, just happy here. I'm like, how are you happy doing
He's like,
this?
I love my life.
Bro,
Yeah,
you
doing
can't
this
ask too
for
many questions because we
13
need
years.
these people.
Yeah,
Oh,
fact.
we do. We do. And it was, dude, it was a temp job. So like I wasn't like fully hired into the place. Like I was just, I need something quick. And it was temp. I was like, I asked all the other people around. I was like, so what do they pay when you get hired on? And they're like, oh, you get like a whole $1 raise. I'm like, oh no,
Bruh.
not worth that.
that incentive is not worth what you're doing.
No.
There isn't enough Adderall and weed to get me to fucking work a line like that.
Fuck
You need
that.
something stronger.
Yeah.
Bruh. No, that's crazy.
I actually had a client one time that I prepped for his first bodybuilding show that worked on an assembly line, and it was a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I'm
you
sure.
go 5 hours
Trying
without
to eat, without trying to eat,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Oof.
Yo.
Mike, what was that question you had? Remember the question you
Yes.
wanted to bring up for Luke?
Yeah, so Luke, before you got on, we were talking about like I don't remember specifically what it was, but I remembered your story where you had talked about this game is about doing as much as you can drug wise, blood work still looking good.
Well, everything, but yeah. Drugs,
Yeah.
food, and training, but yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
That's actually the important point, is he didn't just say drugs.
correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. And we were talking about approaches like get as much out of as least as you can. And like the parallels, like what's a better approach? What approach makes more sense? And there are a lot of things that go into it, right?
There's a lot that goes into it. And that was kind of the premise behind the video was like, I agree with get the most out of the least and less is more, that approach, but it's gotten too drawn out in one direction where like now people are too afraid to push their limits and see where their limit is.
Yeah.
And that goes with
very
everything.
true.
Everyone now thinks they're going to overtrain. Everyone thinks like 700 milligrams of test is going to put them in the grave. Everyone
back
thinks
from
everyone thinks 300 grams of protein is too much. It's like, dude, this is not a game for like moderation. Nothing about this is like average or safe or comfortable.
Yeah.
Like if you want to be, and I'm talking specifically to people who want to maximize their bodybuilding. I'm not talking to someone who's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, just trying it out. I'm not talking to somebody who like has other things going on in their life. I'm talking to people like myself or a lot of you guys who like, this is very much so a big part of your life and what you do. And the goal is obviously there's life after bodybuilding, but like while we're in this, make the fucking most of it.
Yeah.
And that's why I preface everything with the caveat of like health is first. So if you are, because there are guys, bro, and this statement is going to sound really fucking obvious, but like I always say this, like you take what you have to take, no more, no less, right? There are guys that take 500 milligrams of test. Their blood work is fucked.
Yep.
Their lipids are fucked.
Yeah.
ApoB's fucking jacked high. They're screwed. And then I have friends that can take 3 grams of test and they have flawless blood work. So it's like, why just because that number is higher, that means it's bad, when reality, the guy that's taking 500 milligrams is getting way more fucked up. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the thought process, is like people want to put these like caps on things like, oh, you only need 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. You only need to do X amount of sets per body part. And you don't need more than 1.5 grams of gear. You shouldn't be bodybuilding. It's like, that's all a load of shit. And then on top of that, you've got like body, like overall body mass matters too. I'm like 6 foot, 300 pounds. I'm going to need more gear and more food. It's just what it is. Than a guy that's 5'4" and he's a 212 competitor. That's just what it is. So like,
Easy.
there's not this. I'm basically admitting I'm a fucking juice head, bro. There's not this. I just hate when people try to put these like caps on, or like you see, because people lie, bro, and like you see a lot of these coaches, they go on these fucking podcasts, even the ones that are known as like the good guys. The honest ones, like they'll go on these podcasts and they're like, oh, if you can't turn pro on 1.5 grams of gear, then you should just give it up. And it's like, bullshit. I know 5 of your clients that are on 2.5 grams of gear that aren't pro. So what are you talking about? You know? And it's the same thing with like, it's everything. Like I said, it's not just drugs. It's food, it's training.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to see somebody overtrain. None of you guys are overtraining. Try to. You know what I mean? Like everyone like preaches like 4 days a week and like 8 sets per body part. Like it's like, bro, but if you could do 6 days, I can't. But if you could theoretically train 6 days a week and do 30 sets per body part, you can recover from it. You will grow faster. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
So it's like, my whole point is, don't be afraid to push your limit to find where yours is, because everybody's limit is different.
Yep.
And it's not that hard to know. Like, push your food up. Your digestion gets fucked up. Your blood sugars are skewed. You're getting fat as shit. You shouldn't eat that much, right? Push your gear up. If your blood work goes wonky, your blood pressure's high, side effects are through the roof, that's too much for you. Push your training volume up. If you start getting hurt, you can't sleep, you can't recover, your gym performance is tanking, that's too much for you. It's not that hard to find, but people like they're just too scared, bro, or too soft. I don't know what it is. But like it's the less is more approach is valid, and I agree with it. But people are running with it to a
They're
point
taking it to the
where,
extreme.
yeah, to a point where they're just justifying doing less work.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know you weren't on for the podcast with Nick, but one of the more easily graspable concepts Nick voiced was how much can you do and how well can you do it, right?
Yeah.
And that isn't just training. That's everything, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I can eat 10,000 calories, but can I do it every single day? Can I do it without getting fat? Can I do it without eating shitty food? That's a question, right? Okay, I can do 3 grams or I can do 500 milligrams, but what do I get out of it?
Right.
And if what you're getting out of it isn't chasing your goal, then what the fuck are we even talking about?
Right.
And I don't know. I know exactly where this started. You used to have to earn all this information, right? Especially about the drug thing. You used to have to earn the information.
Yep.
And when you had to earn it, nobody was lying to you, because if you earn the information, that means they trusted you. You probably were working hard in the gym alongside, and they probably saw you progress on your own. And they're like, all right, this kid's okay. I should step in and help. And you got the real shit. You didn't get like some milligrams cut in half by a dude who wants to seem better than he is, or somebody inflating it 3x because they want to seem like a fucking badass taking more gear than you. Like, it goes both ways. And
yeah, it does.
That's the dangerous thing about even talking about gear right now. I kind of refuse to do it because it always gets taken out of context. Like, I guarantee there are people who have taken that video, Luke, and gone, oh shit, I should just use more gear. And like, no, that's not
1,000%.
Yeah.
But that was why I tried to preface it with everything I did. And the thing for me too, like when I talk about gear, I'm a very transparent person, and like I pride myself on that and being honest and whatever. I don't like shy away from many topics. I'm never going to say what someone should take. I'll say what I use, right? And these people at the end of the day, bro, they're grown men. Gear's all over the internet. They're going to do what they're going to fucking do. You know what I mean? I just don't like, it goes both ways. You get these fucking retards that think that like, oh, this guy's only a pro because he's blasting, he's sauce to the gills.
Yeah.
And then you get these other guys that create like false expectations of it's like, it's the reason why like Goob became big with exposing Photoshop. The reason he's doing that is because he's trying to highlight the fact that this is unrealistic. You cannot expect this, whatever, the transformation or whatever, right? This is unrealistic. It's the same thing when guys want to sit there and like, you hear guys, pros that are 300 pounds with shredded glutes, like, oh, I've never used more than 4 units of growth hormone and 700 milligrams of Shut the fuck up.
Oh, yeah.
Like literally shut the fuck up, because now you got guys that are going to take 700 milligrams of test and 4 units of growth and then think that they don't have what it takes to be a bodybuilder because they don't look like you. Yeah. And even if there are like, there's no doubt there are guys that use less. There's no doubt. But once again, it goes back to my point of you take what you need to. So like if you're blowing up on 700 tests and 4 units of growth, you don't need to take 1,008. You know what I mean? But 9 times out of 10, the people that settle at a lower number, at least at one point in their career, tried higher and realized.
That's the key point right there.
That's my whole point. That's my whole point is that's their limit. They realized, okay, I went up and that didn't work for me. But people are too afraid to try that. So they're settling with like, and I understand like if you go into this game and you have your own limits for health reasons and whatever, I respect that. Right? I'm not telling people to just take mad gear. That's not what this is. I'm just saying, I don't like the false expectation of reality that's been created by these coaches and these people online saying like, oh, if you can't get big, if you can't turn pro on a gram of gear, then you're not cut out for bodybuilding. It's like, that's a load of shit. And then you're going to get a lot of guys that quit or think they suck because they're only on a gram of gear and they can't win shows. And it's like, yeah,
you know what?
matters.
You know what, Luke? If someone's dedicating to bodybuilding and they're taking 750 tests and they hear some idiot saying how that if they can't turn pro on X amount and they just give up and quit on their dream like that, then
I agree with you.
They're just weak-minded then, and that just roots out the fucking.
I do agree with that.
You know what I mean? Like
But
Well,
like
yeah,
nonetheless,
if you told me I would never turn pro, I'd be like, all right, well, I'm still gonna fucking try. I don't care what you think.
I agree with that for
I
sure.
enjoy
But
doing
like,
it.
but my point is like, even if they don't quit, they're gonna beat themselves up. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but I mean,
And-
here's the thing though. Like most people that want to succeed at something, like they're gonna test their limits. Like that's just
That's
being a
what I'm saying.
competitive person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're not going to test your limits, it's very unfortunate you got some misinformation. But if you don't want to test your limits, then it's like, why would you want to do bodybuilding in the first place? You're literally pushing your body and your mind to the limit with the preps, the eating, the training consistently. You know?
Yeah. Dude,
But
it's
the thing
ridiculous.
is-
I mean, we've all seen it. Is all these guys, bigger guys who are preaching, only use this much now. Yeah, this is the key thing now. Like they are not disclosing anywhere close to what it took for them to get to that point,
or even how they used to train to get to that point. You know?
Yes, because I guarantee you, almost all these
Yeah,
guys probably took twice as much to get there and build it. Because once you have it, you can maintain it
100%.
very easily. You don't need much gear, but to build it, you
100%.
do have to push the limits to it. You have to.
And your food and your gear is
Chris.
always going to be something that's fucking person independent.
Yeah, every time.
But to Chris's point, like Chris, like you came up in an era where this wasn't spoken about so freely.
Yeah, you're
like the
absolutely
people,
right.
the people that got into this all had that mindset. Like, all right, I'm gonna push it and see what I can get. I'm talking this like there's a younger crowd
1000%.
now. There's
Yeah,
a
you're
younger
right.
crowd now
You're right.
coming into this sport that's influenced by this. Like, you only need a gram of protein per pound of body weight, and you only need to train 4 days a week and 500 milligrams of test, and you can be 300 pounds. Like, no, you can't. You just can't.
It all
know?
seems kind of like the same issue to me because at the root of it, I feel like it all comes down to inflating your ego and building a cult, right? So like we have the science-based guys that are
exactly
like,
what it is.
are like, no, you have to train this way because that's what the science says. It's like, okay, but like your study was on like 10 fucking normies and we're trying to be bodybuilders. And then you have coaches that are like, if you come work with me, all you got to do is steps. You never do any cardio. It's like, okay, like 3 of your clients can get peeled doing steps. Now all of your coaching is cardio free. Fuck off, dude. And then
everything's
everything's
a marketing gimmick.
It's a sales pitch. It's a sales pitch.
Right. And on the pro side of things, competitive side of things, the guys that are misleading you about them using less than they actually are doing the exact same thing. They're trying to build a marketable image that makes them look better than they actually are. And at the end of the day, if you care about performing in this sport, which we discussed earlier, we got away from that being important when it turned into the influencer era. If you want to perform in this sport, man, this has to be your fucking journey. And my answer is not your answer. I can tell you maybe where to start, and that's what a good coach should do. But you have to figure this shit out. And like, the protein thing, like, okay, maybe I don't know, maybe Samson can get fucking 340 pounds on 300 grams of protein. When I upped my protein to almost 2 grams per pound, I fucking blew up. Right?
Yeah, same.
My kidneys were fine. I didn't have any health issues that associated with it, so I ran it. Yep. But if you did that and you had negative impacts, then okay, fucking back it down and find another route.
That's my point. That's my point is you try. You have to find it though. Like if you just stay comfortable, you're never going to find your limit. And that was the other thing I said in that video too, is like speaking about like marketing and like ego shit and whatever. It's like people will compete and they want this like flower in their cap where they're like, oh yeah, but I only used, 500 milligrams of test and I didn't even go over 40 micrograms of clen. And it's like, sick, bro, but you were fat and you got 4th place. So like, if you took a gram of test and 80 micrograms of clen, maybe you would have won the fucking show. I don't really give a fuck what you took. I don't care if you use SEO. I don't care if you used a bottle of Serostim a day. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you're natural. All I care about is bodybuilding. And you lost. I don't give a fuck what you took.
That's what I was going to say. It doesn't matter what you're taking. Like whoever takes less isn't going to make them place better or not over someone who takes more.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a fucking. That's not what this is, bro. Like bodybuilding, like I said before,
how much
it's a sport for retards. Yeah, it's a sport for retards. There's a bunch of juice heads out there flexing their underwear. Like we're all on steroids, And I don't care. It's not about who took less or more. It's about how good you fucking look. And if you can stay healthy and take more, then why not? Now, if you can't stay healthy, don't take more. Don't. but please don't. But my point is that it's just you don't get extra points, and it's not cool to like
Say you took less.
yeah, it doesn't mean anything. I don't fucking care. And all I think it does is I think it sets people up for, like I said, a false expectation of like what bodybuilding is.
Yeah.
It's only cool if you claim your natty while you do it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what is cool? When you win a show, you go to the Olympia. And you don't skip the fucking Olympia.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right, so my agenda was for real. I love this.
Yes, it was.
I think that's the most idiotic fucking and like egotistical.
Wait, is this the Shawn Ray Q thing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's such a
So
fucking
dumb.
shitty take.
It's like
Well, you
sorry,
say top
John,
5 or top 10, you should like unless you're the
unless
top
you're
5
top
or
10, you shouldn't go. If you're not in the mix
Shut
to
the
win, you
fuck
shouldn't
up,
be there.
dude. You never know what can fucking happen to your health or anything else, family, work, because some of these guys, like, dude, look at Mike. Mike just qualified for the Olympia. This is not his full-time. This is not Mike's full-time job. Like, you don't know when the next opportunity is going to come or if it will come. Why
Could be your last win ever.
Why the fuck wouldn't you do it?
Yeah. Could be your last
Stupid.
win.
I think
It's, you know,
people like Shawn Ray. Shawn Ray's a fucking retard, obviously, but people like him, like he speaks through a lens of a guy that was like a perennial top 5 guy and only did the Olympia. So his whole viewpoint on this is completely
So skewed.
flawed because he doesn't understand what it's like to just be happy to qualify for the Olympia.
Yeah.
With his
Also,
train of thought
he doesn't-
too. With his train of thought, it should be like, well, if you can't come close to placing in top 5 in a pro show, you should just never compete as pro. It doesn't matter if you got your pro card, you should just never compete. You should just quit and give it up.
You know what's also crazy? Wasn't Sean's first Olympia? Didn't he place like 15th or something like that?
Probably.
Probably.
What the
Look it
fuck?
up. Hold
Did
on.
he? I don't know.
Like, that's crazy. You didn't place top 10 your first Olympia, so what the fuck are you talking about?
Just take the same thing one step further. Like when he was competing against Dorian and Ronnie, like he was never going to beat Ronnie or Dorian. So why even bother fucking competing? You're not going to win ever. Why compete?
Yeah, his first O was 13th. So
Yeah, 13.
But that's actually the point, Chris, is that all of his takes are from a bitter old man perspective.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Sean quit.
1000%.
Sean quit because he couldn't beat those guys. You are never, ever, I don't care what my endeavor is. I don't care if it was at high school athletics, college, my career, bodybuilding. You're never going to see me not show up because people don't think I can perform well. Not even fucking once. And if your inclination is to not show up to things you can't win, I want no part of your life. I don't want you around me. I don't want to take your advice. Nothing, because that is so defeatist. It is legitimately retarded.
Yeah, it's soft as shit.
And I think Quint handled it incredibly well.
He did.
Like, what a
Beautiful.
response.
The way he responded to it,
Yeah. I sure as hell wouldn't have been so fucking nice.
I
Dude,
like
it's
Shawn Ray.
Yeah.
Just
Hope he
straight,
recognizes
straight
it.
up the middle finger emoji, just like
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, you're gonna tell Quint, who's been taking seconds for what 4 or 5 shows in a row, that when he finally wins it,
you shouldn't
he
go.
shouldn't go. Get fucked, dude.
Dude, it's just like that's how bodybuilding works. Like you have milestones, you achieve them, and then you move on to the next thing. It's like even your amateur career. It's like usually guys will strive to win an overall. You win an overall, now you think you're ready for the national level. It's like that was his overall in the pros. Like now he's ready for at least to touch the Olympia stage. Then that's going to turn into okay. Now I want top 10 at the O. Like that's just a progression of a career.
Yeah,
but
well, we all know from experience, right? We all know it matters to be seen at the event.
Yeah.
Right. Like the odds of you going pro at your first national show, unless you're just like so much better than everybody else, like judges need to see you a couple times for the most part. Right. That doesn't change at the pro level. Like, so what comes to mind actually, and no disrespect to him at all. I was coached by him for a while. Like I have a lot of love for him. Sergio is the only guy I can think of recently that skipped Olympia when he qualified.
Yeah.
Hasn't been back.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you think if he could go back, he'd probably go to the Olympia. I
Haunts
fucking
him.
think so.
Guarantee it haunts him.
For sure.
I mean,
You'll be
Fuad talks about
damned.
that all the
I'm out,
time.
guys.
It's true.
Yeah.
Bye, Ranson.
See you, Randy.
Later, bro.
You'll be
What'd you say,
damned if I skip out on that fucking Olympia jacket too, bro. Like,
Hell
You-
yeah.
Dude, for sure.
That shit fucking framed. Like, you're 80 years old, sitting there drinking whatever, and you're just looking at it, you're like, I fucking did the damn thing. You know? That's fucking awesome. I can only hope.
Hey, look at this. Ransom just. Oh, he did. He is shutting it off. All right. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
I just-
He's just like
Fuck.
I'll close it down.
He just
I got
wanted to
you.
flex his pro card in those medals, bro.
That's the second time he's done that. I love it.
It's funny, bro.
Well, I don't really have shit else to talk about. Anybody got any topics or anything like that?
Did Brennan take his heat for his L?
Oh, I signed on, and that was the first thing that I
Oh,
fucking
fuck,
said.
I can't hear you, bro. Fuck.
Let me fucking hear
Yeah.
Leave
well-
him out.
it. Oh,
Shit.
he said he's coming back on.
Oh, he's come back.
Well, so I guess now we need to wait and see if Baruz makes it to Portugal, right? He's got a day.
Then
He's got a
might be
day.
able to re-up that bet.
Oh, I guess not. I guess he can enter the show and just not make it, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Competitor
Haven't
list
seen
drop on
who's on
Monday, right?
Right.
We get competitor list tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, do you think? I mean, like, it would make sense for some of those guys to jump back in, for
100%.
Portugal. But it's like, do you think they will? Do you think like Bonac and Ali shut it down because they're both qualified now and just try and?
If I was
call
Bonac,
it a
maybe
day.
different story, right? Bonac's been competing for a while, done a few shows. He's older, probably needs some time to recover, get ready
Yeah.
for the O. If I was Ali, dude, I'm going straight to fucking Portugal. Like, it's my first win. I beat everybody in the lineup. That's
Yeah.
probably going to be that it's a
Yeah.
threat. Why would
I
you
agree.
not?
Yep.
I agree. Fucking let me hear it, asshole.
Yeah. Yeah, just hold that L, bro. Just hold that shit. 50 pounds aware.
Baruz wasn't there,
Yeah.
so it don't even fucking count. Baruz wasn't even there.
Oh, please. Bro, he would have fucked.
And
That
like I
just
said,
that just
I
made you-
admitted it.
that- honestly,
I
that's-
admitted it. Hey, I admitted it before. This was all the banter was before Bonac and Ali Edward jumped in the fucking show.
Yeah, but
There was
keep
no
it a
ban-
buck,
we
bro.
didn't know
If you no. If you had known, okay, I'm pretty sure we even said earlier that Bonac with Bonac in the lineup, you guys were still like, oh, it's Jordan's show to lose.
Oh, I didn't see that.
You still said that. Anyways, you're gonna sit here and tell me if you were picking him over Baruz that you were gonna pick Ali over him? No, you weren't. No way.
No, I agree. I'm not disagreeing
You
with
would
you on that.
you would have taken
no
Jordan
one,
over
no,
Ali,
not
right?
one person fucking here would have picked Ali to win a show.
I agree.
Before this
So,
show, no.
I agree.
Not a chance.
agree. I agree.
I was
tell you what,
impressed
but-
with Ali. I will give
When
him his
me-
flowers.
When me
100%.
and Luke agree on something, we're like the Bash Brothers from Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, fucking seriously, dude, bro. You guys usually disagree on 99% of
Yeah.
shit. This one,
It's-
I was like, man, I'm gonna
It's dangerous,
fucking
bro. It's
hear this,
dangerous.
dude. I'm like, I got the two of them gonna come at me for this shit.
Well, I mean, now I just hope Baruz makes it on stage, man.
Me too.
I don't
One,
think he will. I really don't
I
think
don't
he
think he is
will.
either.
And it's really
That brings
sad,
up the
bro.
question. Like, if this is your
Is-
career, what the fuck are you still doing in Iran?
Yeah.
That's what I was saying too today. I said that in the same chat. I'm like, I'd be doing everything I can to get the fuck out.
Now,
Is Hadi
maybe
in America? Is Hadi in the US right now?
I have
don't know.
no idea where he is.
he always got around this by just like coming out and staying with
Ani.
Ani like
Now that
4
he's
months in
working with
advance,
Milo,
right?
so it
That's
just
not
seems
a
like-
thing anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, Milo seems like he doesn't have a good streak with guys getting visas.
No, it's whenever somebody doesn't have a visa, it's always
It's
Milos.
Milos.
Yeah, I
That's
hope
what
he
makes me
it to
worry
stage.
about Hadi.
Obviously, the O is better with him there and Hadi.
Yeah.
But I really just
Agreed.
want to see where this bet ends up, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do I, bro. Fuck. I'm honestly just feeling better after today.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
How would you feel if Baruch showed up and then Jordan dusted him?
I'd have to eat a lot of words for sure, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
We'll see. Be honest, I don't even think he's gonna get his fucking visa. I think that's.
I really don't think he's gonna compete. Yeah, it's got to
It
be
sucks.
so, bro.
It
I would
sucks. It's
really,
frustrating.
I would really, like, respect to him. I would really not want to stay in a prep with it. Like, I'd just be like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just be like going through all that to very likely not even be able to compete, and like you just keep getting fucking missing show after show after show. Like, I mean, good on him for like not quitting, but like, fuck.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
got to
I
be a
would-
mental mind fuck for sure.
I would have tapped
I don't
out
even know.
for sure.
Yeah,
Who's sponsored by.
I would have.
He's got to be making good money elsewhere, right? The competing side of it has to be
Oh,
like a secondary thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And dude, in that country, forget about it.
Yeah.
The government funds your shit.
Yeah.
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 I don't know. He'll be able to do Dubai though, right?
But that's after the O.
Yeah. Bro, I heard even something like, even if he qualified for the O, it's like too close to, like, you need a certain amount of days between the date of the Olympia and now to get his visa approved to come to the US. And it's like, even if he won Portugal, it like in that time frame. So like the O is out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks. Yeah, man, I don't know. I wouldn't be fucking shit. I guess I would just make Dubai my Olympia and just fucking try and win that shit again. I don't know.
I mean, what's it,
Yeah, I mean,
100K?
$100,000, probably more than
Bag.
Yeah.
But you have to wonder if maybe the World Cup is kind of fucking this all up.
Maybe.
There's a
At
good
least for the
possibility.
US, at least for the US stuff, right?
That's a good
'Cause
point.
I would imagine there's some significant backups there, and that's
Definitely,
like, you know,
definitely tighten security.
World Cup's not over till the middle of July, I think, or end of July, and by then you're 2 months out of the O.
Yep. Yeah.
So
Yeah, because that's at the end of
Too
September.
late.
yep, it's unfortunate.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
That sucks.
All right, fellas.
Cool.
That's all I
All
got.
right.
All right.
My cat's
That's a
on
wrap.
wrap.
Go eat.
Gotta eat too.
Yeah, same.
All right, boys. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
fellas.
Have a good night.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
You
As
too.
always.